All right, and we are live from the Brojo for another episode of the Takedown Breakdown. Sorry about that hiatus last week. I ran into some stuff. Jessie ran into some stuff. I don't know what Luis did because I just found Luis doesn't do anything, so...
I don't do anything.
I'm Kien Ibanez.
I'm Luis DeLuna.
And I am the star of such 80s flicks as Police Academy and Short Circuit. My name is Steve Gutenberg.
God, what the...
No. I think you underestimate Steve Gutenberg.
No,
Right.
dude, you can never underestimate the power of the Goot.
I love him.
I can.
He's great.
Goot is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you guys been up to?
Well, as he was saying last week, we had some issues to deal with. I don't know what Kien was dealing with.
My sister's birthday.
Yeah.
That is a ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a flat tire that I didn't feel like driving a half hour on a donut to come do this podcast. And Luis was Luis.
Don't use donuts for spare tires, guys.
Yeah. We
Not
went
the way
to
to go.
Jesse and I attended the same wedding this weekend.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, our good friend Anna Vanderland got married. It was a fun time.
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, I was best man.
And DJ.
Woo!
Woo!
That was fun for the half hour that people were around.
It was
a nice reception.
Yeah, it was a nice reception.
It was a nice reception.
Did you guys go? Did you go? You didn't go out with them.
No.
I did not either.
Yeah. No.
They looked like they were having pretty much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know. I thought it was a beautiful reception. It did not it felt like for real it was one of the most natural weddings I've ever been to.
Oh God, yeah. It's just
the most laid back, everyone was fucking up their lines kind of wedding. It was a fun wedding.
Yeah, it was fun. It was an outdoor wedding. I'm 350 pounds, so of course I probably lost about 10 pounds during the ceremony.
I got a bunch of different jobs during the wedding. It was fun.
Yeah,
time.
you were like our Chinese slave.
Right. Yeah. It was weird.
You are a mid 1800s Chinese slave.
I found out I had an Eskimo brother in the groomsmen party. That was pretty fun.
Say what?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Adam's cousin and I had a thing, and then one of the groomsmen had a thing with her too, because he was bringing it up. He's like, "Yeah, that's Adam's cousin. I had a thing with her." I'm like, "Really? Eskimo brother?" He's like, "What?" And I just gave him a hug.
I somewhat have a similar story. By the way, my girlfriend is also here, and I've already told her this story at the wedding. But
At the wedding.
I don't know if I told you this story.
You did. Adam told me this story, but
His sister?
Yeah.
So, me and Adam used to live in the same town, and there was a girl at the gas station in that town that I found attractive. And so, we did the innocent flirting thing for a couple months. And then I finally got up the courage to ask her for her number. And then she proceeded to ask me how old I was. And at the time, I was like 25. 24, 25. And she was like, "Yeah, no, this isn't going to work." And I was like, "Why?" She was like, "I'm 17.
Yes.
I was like,
knew it.
"Oh, all right,
That was
never
the
mind."
guess.
And so I told Adam about it a couple days later. And he was like, "Well, what did she look like?" And I proceeded to tell him. And he was like, "Yeah, that's my sister, dude." And he wasn't too happy with me that I was hitting on his sister.
That's understandable.
You didn't
yeah.
know. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Right.
What is she doing hanging around that gas station all the time?
Yeah,
worked there.
I mean,
Oh, she
making
worked
that-
there. Okay,
she worked there.
That makes sense.
making
I
that
guess.
paper.
Also, I have an idea because we do that Enter the Brojo competition video game. I was gonna get two of the Roshan Bros guys and you guys to play them at WWE TK16 sometime.
Alright.
It'd be super interesting.
I'm down.
I have no idea how to play. Every time I play it, I lose.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, that was a hard game to I don't know if I can speak for Lewis, but did you play the original SmackDown game?
No,
on
I
PlayStation?
I
was Super Nintendo 64ing,
gotcha.
No Mercy's WrestleMania 2000.
Oh,
all that
okay.
stuff.
Yeah. See,
I played the original SmackDown.
See,
game on PlayStation.
I started my first wrestling game was Revenge, which was the WCW
It's
literal ripoff of No Mercy.
Well, it came out first, I think.
Did it? No, I think No Mercy came out first. But it was
because WCW had or THQ or AKI, I don't remember what it was. They had the license with WCW,
Right.
And then I believe then the license moved over to WWF.
Okay,
because they used the same engine.
Yeah. And it was just No Mercy was the far superior game.
Well, yeah.
Because all you had to do, like, it was just like a tournament, or it was just like a ladder for Revenge, where you just fought a bunch of people and then you won the title.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, there was like an actual story.
Yeah, they added story and all that stuff to it. It was I like them all because that engine's amazing. They should bring that back.
But no, it was like getting used to the controls for 2K17.
Mm-hmm.
No, was it? No, 2K16. Sorry.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah. It was it was weird to get used to those controls, but once you get used to it, it's like second nature. So yeah, I'm totally willing to fuck you guys up.
Right. I just think the pinfall system in that is utter bullshit. But
it's kind of bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Where you have to hit A at the right exact time to get out of it. I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Button mashing's the way to go.
Right. That's what I mean. Like,
never just like, oh, come on. It's a lot of fun.
So believe it or not, guys, we had a pay-per-view this last weekend.
We did.
Should we get into the said pay-per-view?
No.
We should get in the news first and then to the said pay-per-view.
Do we want to get into the news?
Yeah, because you have some really interesting news
stories
to really get me going.
There's not much to the news this week.
I know, but we have some funny news stories.
There's a funny story that came out on Twitter about Enzo Amore. Mm-hmm. And this came out via a stripper. I'm trying to figure out where the stripper is located. She goes, it's a stripper from Buffalo, New York. She goes by the moniker Queen Bee. As my girlfriend looks at me, as my girlfriend's name is
Buffalo,
Bee.
New York, huh?
Yes. So she threw out a series of tweets describing her experience with Enzo Amore. And it goes like this. So a hashtag WWE star named Enzo came into the club I work in and was stuck up as fuck. Didn't want to let $1 go. He kept talking about how cool he was and gave his boy a little money to tip. We had a really forced convo because he was really high as fuck, which is only a $2,500 fine, and was looking for a girl to take home. I don't smoke at all or drink alcohol a lot, so I said no. He said he came to watch. Creep alert. He was enamored with all of the black girls' butts. Clearly, I tried to bank off that. He got a couple spanks and showered me with about $10 in singles, even though he kept telling me how famous and rich he was. I just kept thinking, if you're so famous, how come I never heard of you? I didn't say it because I still wanted money off of him. So this WWE star just wanted girl attention and to talk about himself, so I blocked him. I blocked him off to suffer through the combo, still hoping on those dollars. I thought about what we had in common. Former huge WWF fan from the 80s and 90s and the Attitude Era, talking to Enzo. Kind of cool, I guess. I asked for a pic just for myself to show friends. I don't have a lot of people knowing my profession, so I don't post all that. He said too famous. I agreed and said, true, you don't want to get TMZ. He said it happens a lot. This keeps going too, holy shit. He kind of got cool and the conversation got natural. When he said the wear on stage is really earning her money. Oh, okay. He said the whore on stage is really earning her money. Wouldn't get up to tip. Whore? She had a whole rich famous star she never met or heard calling her a whore. Ew, rude. So I still try. It was 3:30 in the morning. I wanted to hit my $1,000 goal and I was a couple hundred short. Surely this WWE dude had it. He kept saying he did. He told me I was the total package. Face, body, personality. Yay! Am I securing the bag? Then Enzo said it's a shame that I don't smoke. Okay, I moved the combo to common ground. Actually, growing up, I wanted to be a diva so bad. How did you get into it? He pointed. He pointed at himself. Look at me. I'm a rock star. I got the look. Then Enzo says, yeah, a lot of my WWE coworkers definitely started on the pole for sure. I told them I had to talk to the DJ and bounce. Seriously, if you're so rich and famous, why are you so lonely to find a girl to watch you smoke? Isn't pussy being thrown at you? He was proud to show me his blue check mark on Instagram. And honestly, this just keeps going and fucking going. But yeah, so...
God damn!
Enzo, kind of a D-bag.
Yeah.
That's why Big Cass left. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize
I'm not into
it.
this.
Right.
This shit. I thought this was going to be a funnier story.
It's really sad.
It is.
Like, it's fucking sadder and sadder, and it's just like...
This kind of confirms the whole, like, heat that he has backstage, because, like, he has that reputation backstage that he's kind of an asshole.
Right,
And
that...
I mean, this kind of, you know, doesn't help his cause any.
Like, I literally, like, hearing this story and, like, as much as I really like Enzo, it's just kind of sad hearing, like, someone, like, no one I idolize or anything like that, but someone that I think is, like, seems, like, really cool on the WWE, just coming off to be a total shitbag.
Right.
It's kind of like that story you guys were bringing up before we were talking about the podcast about, what's his face?
Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips, fucking DMing someone.
I just want to face fuck you.
Right, and it's just kind of like...
It'll be fun.
That's just, like, I was like, yo, that's just not cool. Like, first of all, like, it's just kind of like, whatever it is.
But I mean, like, he's done a good job of just, like, getting it under the rug, even when, like, Corey Graves is, like, taking jabs at him.
Right.
I forgot to put my
It's fine.
laptop on mute. Sorry, guys.
Alright, it's fine. But, like, yeah, that's, like, for me, for real, it's just kind of like, it's kind of just like, I want to, like this dude, but like...
Yeah, he's the best talker the WWE
Right,
has
and that's
by far.
that is the thing that's, like, super shitty about this, is kind of just, like...
Well, I mean, which one's the real Enzo though? Is it the guy who buys sneakers for kids, or is it the?
Listen, honestly, it can be both.
Right. Well, like I want to equate this. It's kind of just like how, like, you know, you found out Lance Armstrong was, like, blood doping for the Tour de la France.
Right.
And you, like, want to be you'd be like, fuck this guy, and then you're like, well, millions of dollars he used for this helped kids with cancer. So you're just kind of like, I can't hate him, but I can't not like him anymore.
Well, and it's also another example would be John Jones.
Right.
Like John Jones, like, and we'll get into John Jones here in just a minute. But John Jones, it's like he's, you know, he donates to charity, he does, you know, like charitable work, all of that stuff. But then, you know, you have the instances where, you know, John Jones gets high on cocaine, T-bones a pregnant lady, gets out of the car, runs off, comes back to get his weed out of the center console of his SUV, and then runs again.
That's just a baller, Jesse. Like, let's just be honest here.
You know, like,
it's just a baller.
Yeah. But honestly, speaking of John Jones, last night was UFC 214, and no, this is not an MMA podcast. But John Jones, after 2 years, defeated Daniel Cormier to regain his light heavyweight title that he technically never lost. And during his victory speech, he called out Brock Lesnar, saying, quote, and this is from ESPN, Brock Lesnar, Jones said, looking straight into the camera, you want to know what it feels like to have your ass kicked by someone 40 pounds lighter? Meet me in the octagon. And it's not actually surprising that he called him out, because this has been rumored for a couple weeks now, that Brock Lesnar might be taking another fight. The only problem with this is that Brock Lesnar will have to... It's going to take 6 months for Brock Lesnar to get cleared by the United States Anti-Doping Association. Because in Brock Lesnar's last fight at UFC 200, he tested positive before and after the fight in his fight against Mark Hunt.
Yeah, that's a fight.
So, what do you guys feel... How do you guys feel about Brock Lesnar going back to the UFC?
I want Paul Heyman with him.
No.
I'm fine with it because the belt goes to somebody else, and then ta-da.
Yeah.
And then it's on TV all the time.
Yes.
Right. Like, with that in mind, like, I just, like, I'm not a big fan of Brock Lesnar as everyone else is. Like,
right.
I don't have any, like, care for the guy.
Right.
I think it's, like, horseshit that, like, obviously he was, you know, fucking doped up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, that shit's, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And the thing, like, a couple more little things with this potential fight is that, like, this fight would be contested at heavyweight. Because, I mean, Lesnar's not making that 205-pound limit.
Nope.
No. And I don't think that this fight is even going to materialize.
Right.
Because it's going to take 6 months for him to get cleared by USADA. and then another 6 months to get in fighting shape.
For UFC.
Yeah,
right.
like this fight wouldn't even happen until next summer, potentially.
Right, and like, what's the point of like getting the
Yeah.
hype for it when you know that like, if he fails fucking again, like it's not like he's stopped doing whatever he's doing.
Right, and all this came about because there was reports that Brock Lesnar was giving samples to USADA to potentially get another license to fight. And USADA came out and said, no, we have not gotten any samples from Brock Lesnar. So, right now it's a he says, she says, and now John Jones is opening up his mouth also on this. So, who knows what's going to happen.
Also, I think dudes just need to shut the fuck up about like shit talking people that aren't already in the UFC.
Yeah.
Still, like that's where like in general, any other athlete who talks shit about another athlete that isn't in the sport they're in immediately just needs to shut the fuck up because it's two totally different things. Like I know Brock Lesnar was originally part of the UFC at one time.
Yeah.
But like that is past that, you know what I mean?
This is my kind of hot take for the week. Brock Lesnar was a shit UFC fighter.
Right.
Brock Lesnar came in, lost his first fight in the UFC, and then just by some miracle ended up fighting like a 40-something-year-old Randy Couture for the UFC heavyweight title. And Couture was like half of his size. And so Lesnar used his size to win that fight. He went on like a 3-fight win streak, and then lost the title, and then lost his next like 2 or 3 fights. Like his career record in the UFC is like 5-4, I think. He's not that great of a fighter.
And that's honestly all like that dude has though, is that he's like big as shit.
And he's a stud wrestler.
Right.
Like what? He's like former Big Ten champion wrestler.
Yeah, he's
Right.
Really good.
He could have went to the
Greco-Roman
Olympics
wrestler.
if he really wanted to, honestly.
But he'd be doping, so I mean it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
But let's see here. At the UFC post-fight press conference, Dana White was asked about the super fight, and he just kind of smiled and said it would take 6 months for Lesnar to even go through USADA to fight. So it's fun to talk about, but the reality of it happening anytime soon is not a reality. So, and even if it does happen, Lesnar will be 41 when that fight happens. So, age and skill is not going to be on his side in that fight if it happens. And that, honestly, is kind of all I have for news. So.
All right, no, that's cool. So let's go into Battlegrounds, guys. The most lackluster WWE thing I've seen in a while.
It was the most lackluster Dragon Ball Z
It is
I've ever
the
seen.
most lackluster Dragon
This
Ball Z.
actually feels like the first half of Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, homeboy.
This-
I don't know
pay-per-view
if
was
my matchups
so
on
bad.
these are the same as what it says.
Hold on. Keep going. I will pull up a card also.
Right, because I think, but like, I don't know. It was just a lot of what the fucks. A lot of what the fucks. In my opinion,
Yeah.
like anyone else can disagree with me. I can understand that 100. I got it up now. I can understand it 100% that like you guys don't think I'm right, but like, I mean, the kickoff show had Aiden English defeating Ty Dillinger.
And all of us, like, right off the bat, you're like, what the fuck? Like, you're putting Aiden English over one of your more popular guys on your roster. Like, this whole card just felt like the writers didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Right.
So.
With someone who's like, I really like Ty Dillinger, and that's like my thing about it. It's just like, that's the thing about like, we'll get into it with the 2 shows coming up that like, I feel like the writers just don't give a shit about certain characters, and they just kind of just throw them in there just for like kicks and giggles. Like this guy was relevant at one time. All right, let's throw him in.
Right. Yeah, and it's so weird because just, 2 weeks ago, Ty Dillinger was the second to last person eliminated in that Battle Royal.
Right.
They made him look strong as fuck. And then the next week, he gets annihilated by Jinder Mahal.
Right.
And then at the pay-per-view, he gets destroyed by Aiden English.
Right.
I can't really say destroyed. Like, it was a 10-minute match.
Right, but you know what I mean. He still loses.
Maybe they're trying to, get Aiden English up there a little bit because of his Miz stuff, possibly, or whatever.
Yeah, Aiden English is weird, man.
Aiden English has the potential to be great if he's not. Don't give me that look.
No, I just thought about something. I was was what I said accurate? Aiden English, he tag teamed with somebody.
Yeah, with Simon Gotch.
No. Recently on like Raw or SmackDown.
With Mike Kanellis.
I said Miz. I meant to say Kanellis. I was like, okay.
Aiden English looks like a weirdo, by the way, too.
He has the potential to be great if he
he's
wasn't
a decent
strapped.
wrestler.
He looks like Rapey Shakespeare, like, in all for real.
Kind of,
Well, we need to do the Sheamus and Aiden English fight. Let's get this thing going. Pale on pale. Let's run. Let's run with it. Or that Gallagher guy, I guess.
Yeah. That Gallagher guy.
Gallagher.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's just face it.
Right.
Bring your umbrella, bro. We're going for it.
Right.
So we kick off the pay-per-view with the New Day.
Hey, Max.
Hey.
With the New Day defeating the Usos.
I liked that one.
It was a good match.
It was definitely.
It was the best match of the
It was a
week.
fun ass match.
Yes.
It was. I like both. That's the thing. The thing that's like really shitty about this is I like both of those tag teams a lot.
Yeah.
They have a lot of potential. They're showmans up the butthole. When you look at it like that, fuck you.
They're showmen up the butthole.
They're showmans up the butthole. They're just really good.
Well then.
They're very good at it.
They're very good at what they do.
They're very good people.
They're very good. Literally, they're very good at what they do. Come on. No, at first everyone
Dude, they made Xavier look like a superstar in that match.
That's what I mean.
Xavier got the holy fuck beat out of him.
Right.
And
for the most part, when
they gave him the pin too.
Right. And that's the thing. For the most part, everyone always thinks of Xavier as just being that hype dude.
Yeah.
And so it's so weird to see giving him not the spotlight, but giving him
he absolutely had the spotlight.
Giving him shit to do. For all these times you just see him just jumping around like a fucking weirdo. He's actually doing shit this round.
This was absolutely great, and this was really the coming out party for Xavier Woods
as shoes,
a great superstar.
It's the shoes.
Yeah.
It
is the shoes.
It is.
The shoes.
You can't tell me wrong. As much as I really love the Usos and a lot of the other Samoan wrestlers, this was a good match for the New Day. And I just they've always been fire with anything they do, but this match just
with anything. Not with anything.
When they began, they were kind of meh. But
right, and then you had the New Day versus Wyatt family bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. No, but we're not gonna go into.
Yeah.
Fuck the Wyatt family.
Let's calm down, brother.
Dude, I'll bring that up when we go into Raw. Fuck the Wyatt family. Fuck the Wyatt family.
So after the tag team match,
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron. Dude, this is why I don't like Baron Corbin.
Great match.
This was a terrible match by both people.
Right.
This was not on Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin
can't
do
very
anything
much
wrong.
Shinsuke's fault also.
Right.
It was
It's a both thing. It was not a good. It was just.
Yeah, this was not a good match. Baron Corbin is a decent wrestler.
Yeah.
Shinsuke is a good wrestler.
Right.
This is just the case of two people not having any fucking chemistry working together.
Right. And you find out that this, once we go to the SmackDown recap, I think you will find out why this shit happened. In my opinion.
It doesn't make any sense, honestly.
Right.
Baron Corbin wins this match by basically kicking Shinsuke in the balls. And
technically, Shinsuke won the match.
Yeah, Shinsuke wins because Baron Corbin kicks him in the balls.
Right.
Hits him with the briefcase afterwards.
Yep.
Has a great time.
The fuck out.
It just gets... Yeah, that's the thing. There's being a heel, and then there's just being a douche.
Listen, man, it's classic heel tactics.
I get that.
I mean,
Dude, I get that.
Heel things.
This goes all the way back to Ric Flair and Macho Man.
I get that. I get that.
Heels do heel things.
Heels do heel things.
Yes.
But in a match,
Hashtag heels lives matter.
right? But in a match like this, I think they could have waited, or they could have done it they could have done it in like a fucking regular SmackDown show. Doing it in a pay-per-view, you hype these dudes out so much about what's gonna happen in Battlegrounds, and then you get this shit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I want to see a good ass fight. Doing that shit on SmackDown is okay, I get that. He's a dick, but pay-per-views are to where you see what people can actually do. You know what I mean? They put their fucking heart out.
Right.
And for me, kicking the balls for that kind of quote-unquote win, that's not really...
It's alright, because, you know what? After we get into SmackDown, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
So, I'm just calling it right now. It's, it's not going to matter because Baron Corbin's going to be the champion coming out of SummerSlam.
Oh, very much. Yeah. You can't tell me he's not.
Which I'm totally fine with.
Put it down, baby.
Women's #1 contendership.
Oh, boy.
Natalya defeats Charlotte Flair and
What?
Becky Lynch.
In the fuck?
I was
don't know
really
what to
hoping
say about
Tamina.
this. Say what?
I was really hoping Tamina. I don't know why. I know y'all just looking at me.
So you're a terrible person.
I am a terrible person. I just want to give the benefit of the doubt of the girl who looks like when she walks out in her intro is going to shoot Aurora, Colorado movie theaters the win.
She's second to last place in this list of wrestlers.
She
here.
is. I know she got fucking
Yeah.
knocked
And
out.
I'm just saying, as far as talent goes, she's second to last.
All right.
No, she's at... I guess. Yeah.
I would have given because Lana.
Because
I
Lana is a little bit
what?
better than she is.
Yeah.
And Lana obviously is at the
Lana's at the bottom.
Listen, at least we can all agree that neither of them are Eva Marie bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather have Eva Marie than Lana, I think.
I would have
Get the fuck
totally.
out.
I'd say it right now.
Get the fuck out, Lewis.
I'd say it right now.
I totally would have wished Becky Lynch would have had at least a little bit comparatively, because I feel like Charlotte Flair, when she was in Raw, had that chance. She had her chance to do that women's shit.
All right, now listen. I am conflicted on this. I'm happy that they're giving Natalya a shot. Natalya has been one of the hardest female workers in the company.
Right.
Since she came in. She's only had a 1 BS title reign in her entire time with the company. My problem is they're putting her up against Naomi, who's already struggling. The only thing she has going for her is her entrance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's not that great. She's capable in the ring.
Yeah.
She can't really talk that well on
No.
the mic. Whereas you have Natalya, who can't get over with the fans to save her life.
No.
Who's good in the ring.
Yes.
And decent on the mic. This is the recipe for disaster going into SummerSlam.
She's just a wet blanket as far as personality
Kind of,
goes.
yeah.
And in a wrestling standpoint,
Yeah.
it's just ugh. She's like her Uncle Brett, in my opinion.
Yeah. But it's going to be interesting to see where they go. I really have nothing else to say about it, honestly.
Dude, I get you.
Meh.
The United States Champion, Kevin Owens, defeats AJ Styles via pinfall to win the title.
And this was another terrible match.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It had an
When you
amazing
hear-
ending.
When you hear that Kevin Owens and AJ Styles are about to have a match, you think that, holy shit, this is going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come out with this shit.
Right.
It was slow. It was boring. It was like the whole night, pretty much.
VIP of the match.
Right.
The officiant.
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah.
what is he doing in the corner? Ooh.
This is the worst acting I've seen.
There was no reason for it. There was no reason for that even to be
Dude,
there.
the match that happened at SmackDown this week.
Yes, we'll get into that.
Way
though.
better.
Yes,
Just
absolutely.
yeah,
that's
it was
what
amazing.
I mean. That's
It
the
was
thing
great.
that pisses. We've had this conversation. We're talking about Baron Corbin doing heel shit on a pay-per-view, and then these guys not doing title shit on a pay-per-view that they should be doing, but they do it on SmackDown.
I kind of feel like they knew that they put on a very shit show on Sunday.
Right.
That's why SmackDown was so.
Well, there was definitely a mistake somewhere. Because it came
yeah,
off
no,
odd,
yeah,
and it was just
absolutely.
like, what happened?
It was straight up boring.
And the crowd was
Yeah.
like, "It's over? What happened?
Yeah.
Did I miss it?"
I mean, there's not really much to say with the match. It was a botched finish. Kevin Owens wins the title. That's really all there was.
And I'm assuming that he wasn't supposed to. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
it is hard to tell, but like
1, 2, 3. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, pretty
My
much.
bad.
What do we have after that?
John Cena defeats Rusev in the flag match.
This was a good match with a shit stipulation.
It's a good match. Yeah, it was a decent match.
Rusev and Cena
Yes.
work well together.
Yes.
I
absolutely.
knew this was going to be a good match. It's such a stupid stipulation.
The idea of the flag thing is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, why haven't you just run down the ramp and just go, I got my flag, I'm running, I'm going to plant the flag.
Right.
Instead of just like
Exactly.
waving it around.
It's like,
or,
I have a
it's like-
flag, guys. This is in my hands.
He's like, I have the stand in my hands. Let me just put it back right here.
Yeah,
throw it away.
That's what I didn't get. It's
Hide
like,
it.
Rusev hits him with the flag stand, and then instead of chucking it like a smart person would do, he sets it back down. It's like, listen, good guy Rusev right here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Y'all just don't.
Good guy Ruru.
Right. It's one of those things that gets like super weird and just. I love. Okay, my thing about this is I legitimately love the Rocky IV standpoint that John Cena and Rusev have against each other versus America versus Russia, and you're just.
But
like,
it's not Russian. It's
He's
not
not
Russian.
Russian
No
no more.
more.
He's not Russian no more.
But he's
And,
just
and,
like,
and
shits
they
on
note the
America,
stuff
like-
from the WrestleMania where it's like, oh, my people, whatever. That was
We're
Russia.
on the fucking
Not
page.
do it. But yeah. It's like, that was Russia. This is Bulgaria. It's two different things.
Yes.
Right. No.
Still
dude,
to this day,
bro.
Ruru had one of the greatest WrestleMania entrances of all time.
Yeah, he
Don't
came
give a
in with
fuck.
a fucking tank. Yeah. So and then he goes to the Fashion X-Files. That was a thing.
We still haven't gotten. We still don't know. We still don't know what's happening.
Right.
I feel like it's weird to be on a pay-per-view.
I love. Yeah.
It's a
no,
why is that-
yeah, that's what they told us. They're like, yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of this at Battleground, and then
Why?
nothing. They just get attacked again. It's stupid. And I love the Fashion Files.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
so
They're
fun.
funny.
Yeah, it's fun.
They bring out a lot of those things.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn defeats Mike Kanellis via pinfall.
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 Just,
Pinfall.
Just holding down the penis.
My
or-
peen.
Pinfall. Pinfall.
Yeah.
I don't like Mike Kanellis at all. I don't like their character. I
That
think
was
they're
a
dumb as shit.
yeah.
And,
That was actually a story that I chose not to talk about. But apparently, WWE writers and upper management are already souring on the Mike and Maria gimmick.
good.
Do you wrestle here, or what do you do?
I am
I love that
completely
line.
completely fine with Mike and Maria. I just don't like their power of love gimmick.
It's the power of love.
Yeah.
Without using the
I
lyrics
mean, like
from
if you look
Power of
back,
Love.
like Mike and Maria were one of the higher points in TNA in the last like 4 or 5 years, with her just trying to control like the women's division, while like Mike did his own thing, and I enjoyed it, but it's just a case of, you know, WWE kind of like throwing a shit gimmick on them, and they're trying the best they can, but it's just not working. So yeah, Sami Zayn wins clean.
Right, and it was just fine. Like I like Sami Zayn a lot. I feel
Yeah.
like he's been drugged around by both shows.
Yes.
So
I guess they need an in-between match or something like that.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
reason
no,
why I was
yeah. They
there.
always have a match to kind of like.
It was like, here's a lame thing in between
Yeah,
the other two
it's
it
things.
something
wasn't
that-
as lame as you thought. Like I
Well,
mean,
no,
it
but
was,
it's something that they've been doing. It's like, all right, now let's put these like lower card guys on right before the main event.
Like, yo,
kind of like, you know, let the crowd have a breathe. It's a breather match.
right. But then you have like, you know, what happened in Great Balls of Fire, where that breather match was just seeing Braun Strowman
Dumb,
get
yeah.
obliterated too. Yeah. But
Yeah.
then we get to that Jinder Mahal defeat against Randy Orton in the Punjabi prison.
Now,
match.
you ready for this one?
Are you pissed?
This was my match of the night.
Okay, good. I was gonna say that this was
Lewis just has like that 1,000-yard stare.
It was
like,
alright.
What?
It was okay.
Yeah, this well, I mean, I've had time to think about it since I did the Facebook Live results show on our Facebook
I saw that.
page.
It was good.
Yeah,
But
but I've had time to think about it, and like initially I had the New Day Usos match as my match of the night. But it's like thinking about it, a lot of people are shitting on this match, but this is my match of the night.
it was fun.
This still proves that like Jinder can't fucking wrestle to save his life.
Right.
But you get him in a stipulation match like this, or maybe like a Hell in a Cell down the road, or a cage match or something like that. You give him something to where he's not going to have to like wrestle per se, and he's going to be good. And also, it's like the Bollywood Boys are the best part about this thing.
They're very good at taking damage.
Oh my god.
That's what they're there for.
Like fucking ragdolls.
Yeah, I can't remember which Singh brother it was, but like just impersonating Shane McMahon to a T, going through that table.
Right.
It was like, oh, you are so great.
Like you are not gonna get out of this like without some sort of injury.
Yeah.
But no. So, dude, it was good. And then the Great Khali showed up. I don't know about you guys, but I had a sneaking feeling because I was like, Randy's not winning this match. There's no way Randy's winning this match. And then he kept
going and going. I was like, wait a minute. What if the Great Khali comes out right now? And as soon as I thought that,
probably one of the only people in the
Jinder's
world
music
that thought
hits, and then that 7'4" monstrosity of a human being comes out who can't bend his legs. He can't bend his legs.
I know he can't.
I've seen him wrestle in person. It's sad.
This
It's
same
very
guy
sad.
who has, I don't know how he keeps getting employed by the WWE. The dude has killed a person in the ring. He has literally killed a person in the ring. But it's like
he's fine.
Khali comes out and oh my god! But that moment where like Khali kind of like starts climbing up and then just grabs him by the throat, it was like, I'm done. I'm good. This is awesome. All right, let's do this. This is complete shit, and I'm okay with this. This is like the room level so bad it's good.
No, I get
Lewis
you.
is shaking his head at me right now.
You didn't like it, did you?
No.
You don't like fun.
Oh,
It makes me go like, why is this a thing and why is it here?
You must really hate where they're going for SummerSlam now.
I'm
I'm kind
going
of
with it, but
stoked,
it's just like, I
actually.
don't know.
When we go into it, I'm a little excited.
So yeah, out of 5, what do you guys rate this pay-per-view?
A 2.
2.5.
2.
Yeah, I
give it a solid 2.
I give it a solid 2 also.
I'm very nice. 2.5.
I had fun with two matches. I had fun with 2.
I had fun with 3 matches, but the fact that the Rusev versus Cena match was a flag match kind of ruined it for me.
Back to the last match. So are the what do they call them? The Bollywood Boys? Are those the only?
No, they're now the Singh brothers.
Okay, the Singh brothers, are they the only guys that can get through the squares? Are they the only guys
No,
small enough to
I'm
get through the
pretty
squares?
sure. It kind of shows that Orton could get through it.
I was like, why is this?
Right, because you don't have to climb.
Go through the whole
You
hole
have
then.
to.
Do you have to
Technically,
climb? I thought the last one you had to climb, but the first one you could get through.
See, but that was also another thing that they failed to talk about, like talking about the rules, is that at one point in the match, like we always thought that you had to get out of the first cage, hit the floor, and then climb up the second one, and then go down again. Whereas halfway through the match, Randy's like, "Oh, all right, I'm on top of the first cage. Let me just step on over here to the second one."
And then you got the commentators pretending that it was magic.
Yeah,
Can you believe
oh my god, I can't believe he did that!
He went 2 feet over
Yeah.
in midair. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Max was watching wrestling with me today, and he's just like,
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
This is incredible.
The confusion of like Max being like someone who doesn't get into it was the most hilarious thing while we're watching these
Watching
matches.
the highlights of this didn't even get me pumped. Like,
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
Yeah. So then we might as well just
Go to Raw!
Do we want to talk about SmackDown first?
I want to talk about Raw. I think Raw is.
I mean, we might as well talk about.
Okay, let's talk about SmackDown.
Yeah, let's
first.
talk about SmackDown.
So
first.
SmackDown gets in with the confrontation between Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, and my boy Chris Jericho coming back from a 3-month hiatus, and Shane McMahon just fucking up Kevin Owens' plans. And all I've got to say is, please.
Please what?
Couple things. I'm alright with Chris Jericho at this point in his career.
Right.
He's not that great anymore.
He has longer hair, which I was happy with.
He's not that good anymore,
When you
man.
see him in those tights, you're just like, dude, you need to stop.
No, long tights. Long
No,
tights,
but
please.
did you see his like gut hanging out? I'm like, bro, you need to stop.
He's a rock star, damn it.
Listen, man. There's
He's
no gut.
on XM now.
He's on DDP Yoga. Come on now.
Bullshit. from before that 3-month hiatus to now, you could tell he was doing the most minimal shit he could possibly do.
Yeah, he was on the road with his rock band.
Exactly.
Okay, Fozzy.
That's what I mean.
But it's like I don't enjoy him wrestling anymore.
Right, I like his shit talking.
Yeah, I mean, him on the mic is still golden.
Yeah.
Can you believe that, like, it took The Rock, like, a couple years to get, like, do you smell what The Rock is cooking over? Or Stone Cold to get, you know, like, all of his shit over. It took fucking Jericho less than a year to get all of his shit over.
I think
like,
everyone people want it. They're like, yes, give me, yes, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll give it back to you.
Because it's fun. It's so fun. Like, it's so dumb, but it's so fun.
Dumb, it's great.
Yeah. So, because, like, he's like, do you know what I did to that guy at that supermarket? And he's like, you put him on the list? No.
Really, honestly, we could just end the podcast right here. It's like, we just described wrestling to a T.
Right.
It is so dumb, it's fun.
Right.
Credits.
That's what I mean. Like, it's so...
Unless it involves Khali, then it's
like
terrible.
that video fucking Ty just said. It's not wrestling. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like...
This is just overhyped male soap opera.
Right.
This is Days of Our Lives with steroids and weights.
It's...
General Hospital, please.
Guiding Light.
Bitch, please,
it's Guiding Light.
Out of your own apartment right now!
Susan Lucci, leave!
Whatever.
I'm sorry, Days of Our Lives is the greatest soap opera. No, we're gonna argue about it. Don't you give me that look either.
How about Bays of Our Lives? You change it? It's a little more millennial. It's cooler.
Because I grew up watching Days of Our Lives.
Wow.
That's your first problem.
Why?
Did you ever watch Guiding Light?
No!
What time
because my mom had taste, man!
What time did it come on?
It came on at either noon or 1.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like, why aren't you watching...
General Hospital?
Why aren't you watching Price is
Okay,
Right?
listen, growing up, it was always Days of Our Lives and then One Life to Live. Came on directly after it on
fuck
ABC.
that show so much.
And so, listen, it's always been Days of Our Lives.
What about Springer?
No,
Yeah,
dude.
I just watched Judge Judy a lot.
Yo, get out of here. You're not part of this.
Maury Povich, Jerry Springer, then you get to some Prices Right and you're having a great day.
Yeah.
Can I just say something? Like, I know we're talking about SmackDown, but for Raw, can we just get Maury to make, like, a guest
Yeah,
appearance
that would be so dope.
for the Kurt Angle, Jason Jordan
Right,
shit?
because
that would be great.
So much more shit. When I want to get into that later when they show that fucking interview. But
so anyways,
then
back
it
to
turns
SmackDown.
into a triple. Later on we'll have a triple threat match where we'll talk about that because Shane McMahon is just a baller some days.
Yeah.
And then we go into my boy Shinsuke facing
Getting his win back over
Baron Corbin. Yeah, which honestly I'm cool with.
Yeah.
I like Shinsuke seizuring up doing his intro.
It's I don't know. The boat's kind of sailed for me with Shinsuke. I like Shinsuke. I like the stuff that he did in like New Japan and all of that shit, but it's like to me, like the worst mistake that WWE is gonna make is if they do make him the new face of like SmackDown.
But he can't speak English. That's
Exactly.
like the worst thing.
Exactly, like
Because
his.
he said SummerSlam and it just kind of like I can't stop elaborate.
Yes,
That's what it's called.
yeah, like it's really broken English.
Right, and it's really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad English.
But yeah, so Shinsuke got his
Yeah,
Shinsuke got his win back.
which is dope.
Yep.
Wasn't a bad match, actually.
Well, then it goes to backstage with Naomi, Natalie, and Carmella.
Yay.
Which was like, I don't really like Naomi that much. I think she's got their glow thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just kind of like, it was a legacy thing. She's like, you're shitting on my legacy, I'm gonna take you down.
Yeah, when you went to the kitchen when we were talking about the pay-per-view, like, I was saying that it's like, you know, the only thing really Naomi has going for her is her entrance. So, yeah. But, I mean, do you think Carmella cashes in at SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think we're going to have, like, both briefcase holders cash in at SummerSlam?
I feel so.
They're both going to cash in on the same match.
Ooh.
It's going to be amazing.
Carmella as the WWE champion?
No, Baron Corbin.
And then her and Ellsworth can like
Ellsworth
have like the
champion.
New Day Freebird rule,
Right.
where like both of them can defend it at the same time or something like that.
Right. But then we go into like Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, and I know how you don't like women's wrestling.
I don't. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't like the stories that they've been telling.
Right,
lately.
and this was such a lame match. such a versus Tamina and fucking Lana. It was a lame match. You can't.
That was the other point I was gonna bring up with Natalya winning the elimination match at Battleground. Is that I'm glad that it wasn't Charlotte or Becky because those were the two favorites.
Right.
Charlotte's already a fucking 6 or 7 time champion at this point. She's been in the company for 2 fucking years.
And she's proven herself. She's
it's you gotta give
best.
that. I mean, that's why I like that this is on SmackDown because it is the land of opportunity
for most people.
Yeah.
And so it was just a lame match. I don't really like Lana as a wrestler. I don't think she's fun.
No, she's not that great.
She has no enjoyment.
Well, she's still.
She needs to go back with my boy
experience.
Ruru.
Right.
She's
Then we go into that confrontation with Jinder Mahal standing on his Aladdin carpet, and John Cena comes out, all America up.
Racist. I'm Aladdin carpet? What are you gonna tell me it's magic next?
Dude,
come on.
He's Indian, not Middle Eastern.
Whatever, dude. It's an Aladdin carpet. I told Max if that flies, I'm gonna be happy.
It's not gonna fly because they're gonna get hate mail on that one.
It really would.
There you go, spy.
You are the whitest Asian I know.
What do you mean? Jay's not a part of this? Or not?
Jay is
Kien
white.
wins.
Oh, I don't know.
I've
never seen both of
I
them.
mean, no. Jay's the white Asian who's like, hey guys, let's go play some Yahtzee and stuff with my friends. I'm the whitest Asian.
What do you have against Yahtzee?
I have nothing against
Yahtzee is amazing.
I'm the whitest Asian when it comes to I like listening to gangster hip hop and wearing my hat backwards, homeboy. I'm that white Asian.
I have a question.
What? I'm John Cena.
Are you the kind of person?
You're that lame?
I'm that lame.
I realize you don't have a car.
Yeah.
But if you're in a car by yourself,
right?
You're blasting music. Are you throwing out the N-word?
Yeah, if it's straight out of Compton, I will say it myself.
Open up those windows, kid.
I make sure I'm not in Minneapolis or anything like that. But if I'm in
keep the windows rolled up, man. Keep the windows rolled up.
No. If I'm at the lakes and the N-word drops, no one's gonna stop me. There's a bunch of rich white dudes up there.
I mean, true. Only God can judge you, I guess.
Sure.
God's not real, but
yeah,
it's cool.
Then we go to that.
This isn't the platform.
Listen,
then we go to that confrontation, Jinder Mahal and John Cena, and then Daniel Bryan has to shit on all of our dreams about a Jinder Mahal John Cena match when he brings up Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Because
listen, we are getting a fucking dream match next week on free TV though.
Whose dream is it then?
Everybody's. Fuck both of you. John Cena is still a good wrestler.
He's okay.
He's okay. But I don't want to see him fight Nakamura.
I do.
I don't want him to do that.
A lot of people do. This is going to be a great match.
You're happy, and I'm
if they put on
Nakamura.
If they put on a fucking pay-per-view,
you've seen AJ Nakamura. You just not at the WWE.
I want to see it in the WWE. I'm sorry.
It's not going to be as good.
I'm sorry.
It's not going to be as good.
It's going to be better than John Cena.
Listen, if we have our wish, we will see AJ Nakamura at WrestleMania. And
it's not going to happen.
That needs to be main event.
That's not going to be main event.
It has to be.
It's not going to be.
It has to be.
You're telling me.
If you build up Nakamura properly from now until WrestleMania, that can absolutely be the main event of WrestleMania.
It could, but I don't believe it's going to happen. Because the WWE is so fucking weird like that.
Roman Reigns.
Right.
I mean, yeah, we will probably get Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
I honestly think you'll have an Elias Samson match at WWE's.
I'll walk with Elias. Will you?
Right. No. Comparatively, before you get an AJ Shinsuke Nakamura match.
No, we will get an AJ.
All right, whatever. I won't put money on it because I've been burned numerous times. I'm betting on things.
You have.
I will not put money on this.
We're still waiting for that ghost pepper shake.
It will happen. I need to go to that Mexican restaurant to go get that shit. But no, my thing about this is that I feel like John Cena is going to lose, and the only reason I say that is because Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin are still feuding. So my idea of this is that Shinsuke is knocking the shit out of Jinder Mahal, and or Jinder is knocking the shit out of Shinsuke, and then Baron comes from behind, takes out Jinder, pinfall Shinsuke. That's what keeps their feud going.
Think about this. What if Baron Corbin interferes in the match next week? And then Daniel Bryan or Shane McMahon is like, yo, fuck it. We're having a triple threat match.
Because they always do that.
Between Cena, Nakamura, and Jinder.
Yeah, that's enough. I don't want another triple threat match.
You have two good wrestlers holding up Jinder.
Right.
Throughout a triple threat.
Right.
And then at the end, fucking, let's say Jinder somehow squeaks by the two. Picks up, a shady-ass victory. all of a sudden, fucking Baron's music hits. And then Baron comes out and is like, hey, I'm going to take the title now.
Okay, and so that leads to that. I get you. I
Yeah.
get you where
You
you're
got to
coming
think
from.
big picture with this.
I do. You're right, and I'm sorry, but I get you.
Yeah. All right, what happened next?
Backstage, Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. Basically, Kevin Owens bitching at Shane McMahon again. And
Yeah.
because that's Kevin Owens does.
I feel like this is setting up a Kevin Owens-Shane match, maybe for SummerSlam?
No. Oh God, no.
What do you mean, no?
I don't want anything with Shane McMahon.
I like wrestling.
Bitch, did you not watch the AJ Shane match at WrestleMania?
I just don't like Shane McMahon that much. I don't find him to be that interesting.
He is...
He comes in with
For a
nice.
guy that has no training, he is a great wrestler.
He comes in with nice Jordans. That's all he's got for me.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like whatever.
It's all
fine.
about them Jays.
He's
Fine.
taking wrestlers' jobs.
Fine. Okay. Fine. Fine.
Put a
Then we
wrestler
go
in that
into my
position.
boy Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger taking down Mike Kanellis and Aiden English. I'm so drunk.
Yeah, Adam England. Are you drunk already?
I am. I've been
Atta
drinking
boy.
since 10.
On a Sunday.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of dangerous.
Rick and Morty week, dude. But no, like I swear, like when I don't know. It was a match.
It was a match.
It was a quick
It was
match.
a match. And yay. All right. So what's next?
The New Day attacked the Usos. The Usos attacked the New Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the other way around.
Right, and it was a good match. It
I'm
was a-
surprised it's taken like what 2 years for this to happen.
Right.
Where like you obviously have Big A in the back or Big E in the back.
Right. Right.
Saying his shit, and
Right.
nobody's ever attacked them.
Right. They deserve it. Like not in like I hate the New Day, but like I feel like it was about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's whatever. It's
Right.
probably gonna lead up to like a third match for them at SummerSlam.
Right. Then
Which
you
I'm
go.
okay with.
Yeah. Then you go to the weird backstage with Shinsuke Nakamura talking about like, I'm gonna be here in SummerSlam, and that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get that. And the United States Champion, and then you get the final match. United States Champion AJ Styles defeats Chris Jericho via pinfall, and Owens wins win the title. And I like this match. The
Wait,
match
you say
was-
Owens wins?
No.
AJ, yeah.
AJ
AJ
Styles
wins.
wins, and
Yeah.
Owens is like just. This match was way more hype than their match in fucking Battlegrounds. Like
It was
so much more hype.
This was a much better match.
Right.
But it's
Still a match, and then Kevin Owens kept screaming about he's gonna win it back.
yeah. So like this coming week we have another U.S. title match.
Right. And then we go into Raw. Kurt Angle is in the ring with Braun.
I'm
Strowman,
gonna
Samoa Joe,
admit
and
something
Roman
right
Reigns.
now. I don't remember shit from Raw.
Oh well, so Kurt Angle is
Raw
like-
was Raw was the most fucking forgettable Raw in recent
right.
memory.
So the first thing is you get Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe in there first, being like, I want that title match with Lesnar, and then Braun Strowman's like, fuck all y'all, I'm gonna come in and take it myself, and that's pretty much all you got.
It was a standard thing. This guy
And
comes
then,
in, then that guy comes in.
and then you get like Braun Strowman being double teamed by Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns, and then everyone in the locker room that isn't gonna have a thing, like Goldust was in there trying to get everyone off of Braun Strowman, like
Right.
it was like a thing. Then you jump into the backstage between Kurt Angle and Emma, and they're talking about what started the women's revolution and things like that, and their match against Nia Jax. Wait, what? No, sorry. Then it goes to Elias Sampson and Finn Balor. And I fucking hate this match because Bray Wyatt comes in and is like, Finn, I'm coming for you, Finn.
This was actually a good match though.
I don't remember that part.
You didn't see the fucking...
No, he came out and attacked him.
I
Yeah.
remember that part, but I don't remember your
Yeah.
part.
Bullshit!
Hey, Finn. I'm
Hey,
coming for you, Finn.
Finn.
It's bullshit, that's what it is. You know how much I dislike the Wyatt family already?
I don't actually.
don't. I
I've
hate
never heard this come out of
I
your
There is
mouth.
no
hate the
family, it's
Wyatt.
gone.
There-
It's just
hey,
him.
there's no family anymore.
I hate Bray Wyatt, okay?
I think
Wyatt... I think Bray Wyatt has cool intros, but I think Bray Wyatt is fucking annoying.
I think you can choke on a Dr. Pepper can.
Sweetheart, it's fine.
Go right ahead, fine. I have my personal opinion. I
Don't
don't
be
like
like
John
that.
Cena.
I've-
You know I don't like John
I've
Cena.
always been a Bray Wyatt apologist. So.
Right, that's
You,
fine.
you don't have to apologize for him. He's great.
Fuck
You
you.
calm down.
Get out of
It's
here.
not an apologist.
You don't have to apologize for him.
Right, but no. Like, I like the match. I think the match was good. The match was fun. It was a fun match.
Yeah, it was a great match.
It was a great match.
It was the only match where I would give like Elias Sampson a plus. Be like, good job, Elias. You did something fun.
Right.
And Bray Wyatt took it to the next level. It was great.
Fuck you.
It was amazing.
So then, as everyone knows, then that means there's going to be a feud between Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor.
Which I believe the talk is that Wyatt's going to go over in this feud. Because they're starting to build Wyatt up again as a serious threat for the title.
That's good. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope
I don't like that I don't like that, you know...
Finn Balor gets fucked over.
Yeah, that it's Finn Balor that's going to be putting him over. Because you still have a story to tell with, you know, Finn Balor being the first fucking Universal Champion and then having to relinquish it the next day because he fucking broke his arm or whatnot. So...
Then it goes to... I already talked about the whole Women's Revolution thing. Then it goes to Big Cass defeating Enzo. And
Enzo?
This again?
Enzo.
And with this again, it's just like he put up more of a fight than he did the last time.
Meh.
And after the whole stripper incident, I'm just like, good.
How can you beat the same guy over and over again and continue?
And then Big Show
continue
shows
the
up.
feud?
No, and then Big Show
It's a
shows
good
up
stop.
again. I'm sorry. That's right. Big Show shows up. That's another guy that's like out of relevancy that I think he needs to just stop.
He's going to be done after this year.
God, I fucking hope so.
Really awkward situation.
I believe that this is his last year.
Oh
yeah!
I was like, what?
He's
What is
screaming
happening
this
right now?
on live television.
What's
He's like, "Don't come in here! I'll snap his neck!" I was
Like
like,
what?
"Dude,
I thought they stopped stuff like that.
this is PG, sir."
Apparently not.
It was
Everyone
kind of weird.
And then Alexa Bliss.
Well, it was just like last week because we couldn't talk about it. Lesnar basically dropping a fucking F-bomb on live TV. That thank God, like it's like 5 minutes forward.
Mm-hmm.
So like, when the stuff you watch on TV is like
Yeah.
on a 5 minute delay.
Mm-hmm.
So then they can catch stuff like Lesnar dropping the fucking F-bomb
Well, everything's
on live TV.
Everything's live, quote unquote, these days.
Yeah.
Anyways, radio, TV, and
Yeah.
you know, it's,
But it's like, what was it? Like, Samoa Joe said something and he was like, Lesnar was like, shut your fucking mouth or I'll put you in your place or something like that. It was like, oh, damn. So, Kien, where'd you go?
Kien, where are you, brother?
Kien.
You got
Kien,
a
I
PP?
forgot what we were talking about, Kien.
PP?
Alexa Bliss meetup.
Oh, okay.
All right, now what?
No eating during the podcast, please.
Alexa Bliss meetup.
Meet up?
She was talking.
Meet
She
up?
was talking about how it doesn't matter who wins because she's gonna win no matter what.
Yeah, she will because she's the best ever.
I guess. The thing that's weird about Alexa Bliss is that when you meet her in person, she's the nicest person ever.
You cannot tell that to my roommate.
We had a personal moment.
My roommate thinks that she is the devil. My roommate is one of those wrestling fans that thinks that shit is real. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on the podcast
Yeah,
before.
Shit is real.
She is the nicest
No,
person ever.
like he actually believes that like Triple H is a piece of shit. Like, you know, like Alexa Bliss is like
A
this
cunt?
conniving, yeah. You know, like he actually believes these things.
Well, Alexa Bliss is.
Yeah. Like
But
he
the
actually
person
believes
isn't.
he actually believes that like Bray Wyatt and the Undertaker are actually like spoopy, like magic users.
spoopy.
Yes,
Got
spoopy
it.
magic users.
Wait, hold on. Wait, are you
Spoopy.
serious? For real? He like thinks that they're.
Yeah.
No, Alexa Bliss. Like you were there with me. Max was there with
What?
me when we met Alexa Bliss.
Oh yeah.
She is the nicest person ever.
Oh,
She is
yeah.
She is not like Max saw her here because he hasn't watched wrestling, and then he goes, "Wow, she's really fucking mean here." I'm like, "Yeah, she's a sweetheart out and about. Like she is like." That's the one thing that really gets me about Alexa Bliss is that like, when you meet Alexa Bliss, you're like, you're not this raging bitch that everyone thinks so. Seth Rollins, on the other hand, well, I'll tell you.
He's pretty
He's
much
a
the
dick.
same.
And then we
Yeah.
jump into Nia Jax defeating Emma.
I feel so. They need to put Emma on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Emma could do the women's division so much good. She's a great wrestler. She's a great talker. They just refuse to do anything with her, and it pisses me off.
Right. Then
I
we
had a
get,
stroke right there. I'm sorry.
right. Then we get into the confrontation between Akira Tozawa, Titus O'Neil, Neville, and Arya.
Arya Davari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a thing.
That was the thing, yeah.
It was good. I liked the backstage segment where like you had Tozawa talking, and Titus is like, "Yo, to save your ass, like I got your match canceled," and Tozawa just goes off like, "This is my match. I'm gonna do this." And he talks in like a lot better broken English than Shinsuke does.
Yeah.
Like it's great. But I liked this is like the one fucking thing that I think could save 205 Live if they actually pushed it.
Right.
This whole storyline.
Right.
And it's so weird because it revolves around fucking Titus O'Neil.
I love that.
Let's calm down, okay? He went to the University of Florida. He got a national championship. He's a god, all right? So you guys.
I like Titus O'Neil. Like I'm not like hating on Titus O'Neil.
Sir, you're in fucking Hawkeye country right now.
Whoa.
Last time I heard, I was not very good against the Florida Gators.
Go Clones. Go Clones.
You said you. All right, you calm down, brother.
You are one of those bitches that went to Iowa State, aren't you?
I did go to Iowa State for a year and a half.
Oh, you're one of those bitches too?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
But I thought you weren't a Cyclone because I don't affiliate anymore.
I don't affiliate, but go Clones.
But in the moment, I will.
In the
affiliate.
moment, when it comes to like talking about Hawkeye country, go Clones.
All right, let's keep this on track.
Then we go to the backstage with Sasha Banks and Bayley, and they're like gal palling it, like I'm gonna win. No, I'm gonna win. No, I'm definitely gonna win because I'm the better wrestler. It's like. Okay.
So that happened.
And then Jason Jordan from American Alpha is being like,
he's not from American Alpha no more.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? The former American Alpha.
But he came out to the music of American
That's
Alpha.
his music now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's his music now.
He's just
I firmly believe that's why Chad Gable wasn't on SmackDown this week, like in a wrestling match, is because they're getting him new music.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that.
It's just sad because I really like American Alpha.
That's also another news story is that they're gonna straight push Jason Jordan right away. Right. The plan is that instead of it being Ambrose and Rollins against the Miz Taraj, they're going to kind of take Rollins and Ambrose and kind of throw them into the tag team division after SummerSlam.
Okay.
And it's going to be Jason Jordan and the Miz.
It's very interesting. You see that though, because you see Sheamus and Cesaro looking.
And like Lewis is like, oh.
I'm making faces. But this is terrible to me.
No, this is great though, because you have somebody that is still inexperienced. He's not at his full potential yet, with like a very talented talker and wrestler in the Miz. The Miz is that veteran that'll push Jason to the next level. I firmly agree with this move.
I just have a couple issues, here and there. I really like Jason Jordan. Right. I don't like The Miz at all.
Right.
And it has nothing. It's again, I've said it before. It has nothing with character. Just something about The Miz I do not like. I don't like your face. I don't like how you talk. I don't like your look.
But really,
I don't like any of it.
But really, then, as a wrestling fan, you should appreciate it even more.
But I like Gable a lot, and I feel like he's the better wrestler. And I'd love for him to be pushed and not be taken away.
He's absolutely the better wrestler. But I mean, it's going to take them a little bit longer to get Gable to that level.
Because he's the small guy. Jason Jordan's the big guy.
It's not even that.
McMahon feels about big guys.
It's that the U.S. title right now is just so stacked. You have Jericho coming back now. You still have Owens and AJ fighting over it. There's no real way to, feasibly explain how to put Gable into that position.
Right.
To throw them in with three of, the greatest wrestlers ever.
Right.
So.
Then we go to backstage with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. And Seth's like, yo, bro, let's do this.
Is this exactly how they talked?
Yeah, kind of. It kind of sounded like he's like, hey, man, let's do this. Let's work together. He's like, no, I have 4 enemies I have to face today, not 3. And he's like, all right, fuck you. That's cool. The only time I've ever seen Seth Rollins in person and in show be like, hey, man, let's be friends. We got this. Every other time I've met the dude, he's just like, fuck everyone here. I don't want to be here. Why are you nerds talking to me?
This is super boring to me right now, but the end result is going to get me interested.
Right, because it's going to be the quote-unquote Shield.
Yeah, well, I mean, whether they do a tag team or they put them into, a feud, Like, either way, I'll be interested. But right now, it's just meh.
It's a lull for him. He lost to Bray Wyatt, and now they're trying to figure out what they want to do.
And I mean, like, on any other week, they could have done this segment, and I would have been totally hyped for it. But this just proves how shit this show was this week.
Right.
This last week. It was so bad. So bad. Like, we did not pay attention to probably more than, like, 10 minutes of this show.
Then it jumps to the women's number one contendership.
The
women's number one contendership, where Bayley beat Sasha
Banks.
Banks.
I was talking about having a stroke.
No, where Bayley beat Sasha Banks, and I didn't mind this match at all.
No,
I was sad that Sasha lost because I really like Sasha, but
yeah,
I mean,
for some reason they just continue to try and push Bayley.
Right.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing with Bayley. They don't know what the fuck they're doing with the women's division in general.
And then Jason Jordan comes in, beats the shit out of Kurt Hawkins. And
100 match losing streak.
Cash those checks.
Yeah.
Then the revival.
I mean, really, like, the only person that's gotten free checks better than Kurt Hawkins at this point was JTG.
Yeah.
JTG or Crime Time broke up in like 09, 010?
Right.
Or like 2010?
Yeah.
He was still employed up until last year. They didn't do shit with him after Crime Time. But nope. Like he was employed up until last year. He was getting steady fucking paychecks.
Right. So then it goes to the revival defeat Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson via pinfall. And it was a match.
I'm all right with this.
Yeah, there was some interference in there.
It was not, but it wasn't a match.
I'm happy. Like, listen, the revival just needs to have the titles.
I think the Hardy Boys need to fuck off, personally.
They need to keep the titles forever.
And there's some more broken stuff happening too. I know you're excited about that. He said delete or whatever when he did that move, and I was like, Jesse's gonna love this.
Everyone knows Jesse
and
loves the Hardy
everyone's
Boys.
like,
If y'all listen, Jesse loves the Hardy Boys so
Bring
much.
it in.
Kill wrestling.
Straight call.
Gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Main event?
Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins in a handicap match between The Miz and The Miztourage.
Didn't even watch this fucking match.
It was pretty good.
Didn't even watch
It was
it.
pretty good.
It was fun.
pretty good.
It was fun. I thought it was fun.
Okay.
He was
Pretty
watching with Max was watching with me.
Yeah.
Max had no idea what was going on, but I was just like, I was hype for it. For like Dean Ambrose. Did Dean Ambrose get the pin or was it Seth Rollins? It was Dean.
It was Dean.
Yeah,
It was Dean. Dean got the pin, and the one thing you want to get to, you get that like the Civil War.
I
style.
remember that part where, like, you know, Dean's like, yeah, and then
Seth is like,
Seth's like, yeah, and then Dean's like, no, man.
He was just kind of like, yeah, I got a fist too. It's pretty cool.
Peace out. And
I'll
then
see you all the way up the ramp. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, they spent like a good
What are
like
you
30
doing?
seconds zooming into Seth Rollins' hand, like not being fist bumped, and like then you see Seth looking like.
Let's be friends. Come on, brother.
Yeah.
Let's be brothers again.
And that's what it ends. Do we have a few questions this week?
We do.
Yeah.
We actually have a lot of good questions this week.
Yeah, there's not stupid questions like, is Hawk Lucha a really good
I
wrestling
mean,
Pokemon?
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
Okay.
you know, I think Hitmonlee's pretty good. I think.
Kristen Lehman.
Come on, Chan, you fucking shut your mouth.
Listen here, brother.
Kristen Lehman sent in, what would your wrestling name be, and what aspect would you bring to the table as a wrestler that no one else has?
Alright, I got this already.
Alright, let's hear it.
So this is gonna sound, I'm a fucking weeb, and I've admitted this numerous times.
Hold on. For those of us who are a little bit older.
I hope the microphone
Yeah,
picked that
I
up.
think it fucking got me saying, oh Jesus Christ.
For all us that are a little bit older, what is a weeb?
So it's a person who really likes anime,
Okay. I don't
like
know.
ridiculously.
Never heard of it before. So.
Okay, I'm not a weeb. I'm more of I'm not a weeb. But
You're a
my,
weeblo.
My roommate is a weeb. My ex-roommate was such a weeaboo with all his shit because he had like. Fucking like, I swear to God, he probably had a body pillow of an anime girl
I
in
love
his
those
room
guys.
with like no one noticing.
Is Jay
it.
even here to defend himself?
No, not
No,
him.
not him.
Like
Another
he just
guy.
like
I immediately went to Jay.
he like Star Trek and shit. Like that's
Yeah.
weird too.
Nah,
But like
calm
whatever.
down.
Star Trek's chill.
Fuck off. Get out of here.
Get
Oh,
out
man.
of here, bitch.
Get out of your apartment now! I'm taking over this.
But no.
motherfucker.
Honestly, like this is gonna sound super darky.
Of course it is. It's coming out of you.
I would just keep my name.
Keith.
I'd go by Keith.
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 With an F.
Your wrestling name would be Keith
Strong. Keith Strong. But like my
Keith Strongbow.
nickname. My nickname would be
Strong Bone.
my nickname.
Bonorama!
My nickname would be Brotaku. So I'd be like this douchey dude who's in the anime and shit like that, coming out like getting like a
You would be the New Day on steroids,
Right.
coming out in like
Saiyan armor and shit. Like, but that would be pay-per-view. But most of the time, I just come out with like a Goku gi. Just,
Yeah, I was about to say, wear a gi or something.
yeah, I just go out like that.
All right.
That's the aspect I
A
bring.
little bit of Ryu,
Lewis.
maybe, too.
What about you?
Bringing Doink the Clown back. Bringing
That
that
boy! That boy!
That's what we need. We need, like, evil clown, great laugh, some Joker-type stuff.
Listen,
I'm in.
I am 29 years old.
You're old as shit.
I did MMA.
I'm 33 years old, going to 34.
I did MMA
Yeah.
for like 5-6 years. Like my days of like getting physical with people, unless it's sexual, is long gone.
Physical.
I mean, but
he's just awkwardly standing there like, yeah.
Love you, B.
Yep. Turkey.
Anyways, so no, I still think that I could bring something to the table as a manager.
Oh, okay. So you were gonna be like Brock Lesnar coming in
I
with
would
like
would
Jimmy
be
John's
more like a
trunks?
Paul Heyman.
No, it'd be the DDP, you know? He's a little older.
no.
He'd come out there.
I could see you being one of the guys who walks in with your wrestler and like hyping them up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like super hype and getting ready, like standing on the edge of the ring.
Yeah, and like I get in the ring and I'd be like, wrestling is stupid, and it would be the complete meta thing to do to a wrestling crowd.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I'm playing a fucking character in like wrestling, and I'm like, yo, this shit is stupid, and then they'd be like, what the fuck?
Fuck this guy. I'm interested.
All right, Brandon Eubanks wants to know, anal, does it really lower blood pressure?
Sorry, what?
I thought we were asking for real questions.
Does anal lower blood pressure? I've never, like,
All right. What we
Oh, here we go.
Wait.
What we normally do is venture to Google
We
on this
venture
kind
to
of
Google
thing.
I don't
on
know.
this.
Oh, that's a good question.
Catching your pitch.
Okay, listen, Brandon.
I see
Brandon,
either way
if
it's
you
racing.
listen, if you listen,
We have
we're not
people-
gonna have a takedown breakdown next week because I don't
Because
know
of
if you two
anal.
are.
Well, Lewis and I are going to. Lewis
Yeah,
and I
I mean there
will
will be one, but I won't be here next week. So in 2 weeks, ask the same question. We will do our fucking research and we will get back to you on this. So yeah, we're gonna save that one.
Right.
Subject.
Who wants water?
Right. No,
Water.
All right.
Weird ass question.
Anthony-
Let's all take a moment.
Anthony Cardi asks, how uncomfortable is the Angle Jordan storyline, and how dated do you feel it is becoming already?
Not as uncomfortable as people thought. The reason I think it's bullshit is that, like, he's like, I found out I was adopted, and you can really tell my parents aren't very physically active and shit like that. I'm like, all right, fuck you, but yeah. It's not dated. Like, I mean, obviously there's been like those weird ass twists, but we haven't seen this weird ass twist in like forever.
It seems like an older gimmick.
It does.
Or
I mean, the
whatever
last
you wanna
time that
call
we
it.
actually tried it was the Vince McMahon, Mr. Kennedy Hornswoggle shit.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah. No.
Anyways, Anthony also asks, how talent having more creative control would be beneficial to the product.
How English works well.
No, I guess what he's asking is it beneficial for talent to have more creative control with their products? For example, like Talking Smack, which got canceled a couple weeks ago. Because I've been hearing a lot of people saying that, you know, it's going to hurt the product.
It could.
Yeah,
It could.
because I mean, you have people like Baron Corbin, who's not that great on the microphone yet.
He might
Like he's not that great at,
media.
he can't control a crowd yet, and like, you know, he's really bland and shit when he's in the ring talking.
Oh, very much so.
But you get him on like Talking Smack where it's like just like off the cuff.
Well, it's like an
sort of
interview.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
And he strives in that. Like he's really good on talking.
right, and
he's really good at
I
Talking
think
Smack.
what that hinders, like, getting rid of those kind of talk shows hinders that kind of shit.
Yeah.
To like get you to do stuff.
And I mean, let's be honest. Fucking Talking Smack saved the Miz's career.
Oh God, yeah.
If it wasn't for him like going off on Daniel Bryan, holy fuck.
Yeah, he's like, I've been there all this time. Yeah, right now, 100% agree that like they can't get rid of these kind of talk shows afterwards because you really like you give them more shit to say and or do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see here. Ryan asks, why do people tend to overlook the fact that in 1998, The Undertaker threw Mankind off the Hell in a Cell and plummeted 16 feet through an announcer's table? I don't think they do, because whenever you fucking talk about a Hell in a Cell match, which is now every fucking year, that's immediately what they go to, because that's the OG that's the OG Hell in a Cell moment.
They bring that shit up continuously.
Yeah. By God, he killed him!
Like, no one can tell me that when you don't think, if you are a person who has watched wrestling throughout the years, no one can tell me you don't think about the Undertaker Hell in the Cell match.
I actually have a question for both of you. Which one is the bigger, like, oh my God, Mankind is the biggest badass moment? Falling off the Hell in a Cell or taking, like, 16 chair shots to the head?
16 chair shots to the fucking head.
At the Royal Rumble. Like, unprotected chair shots.
16 chair shots to the fucking head has proved to me that that dude is, I mean, he's fucked up, obviously.
Like, the entire Hell in a Cell match is uncomfortable to watch. Because you're watching, like, Mankind almost die.
Yeah, he's being thrown like a fucking rag.
But, like, in half that time, you get the same sense with the Royal Rumble match against The Rock. Where his arms are handcuffed behind his head. And he's taking chair shot after chair shot after chair shot to the dome.
Right.
And, like, as much as people like to say that wrestling's fake, those are real fucking folding chairs. Those are real steel folding chairs.
They fucking hurt.
Like, they used to take fucking unprotected chair shots to the head with real folding chairs.
Nowadays, it's a little bit more at bay.
Well, they don't do it.
They don't do headshots
anymore.
Yeah, they don't do that shit.
Everything's back. Or maybe a little arm.
And that actually kind of brings me into my next question, though. Jason wants us to talk about how much do you feel that the WWE not allowing blood during matches has affected the ability of wrestlers to tell their story in the match?
It depends. Honestly, it depends on the match and the type of person.
Right.
In my personal opinion. Like, because if you looked, even how good the fucking Punjabi fucking jail match was.
The Punjabi prison match?
Whatever. You see...
The bamboo match.
The bamboo match.
The bamboo cage match.
Yeah. You saw Randy Orton bleed on his back and things like that. Those were legitimate cuts and things like that.
Oh my God, I totally thought you were looking at porn for a second.
I like the real blood myself.
It looks like a porn website.
It's a college website.
It's kind of the same thing.
Sorry. I just happened to look over and, like, that apply button looked like the porn logo.
Don't pander these people. They like us for some reason.
I'm sorry.
Don't change the
Apply to be a stripper today.
Please, man, this is probably, like, the least viewed show that you have on your Robro network. It's okay. We can talk shit about our fans all we want. Fuck you guys! Fuck you!
He's right behind you. You might as well just say it, guys.
Hey, look, there's fans.
But no. Like, blood, like, I don't know, it depends. Like, there was matches with Hulk Hogan, like, I read his fucking biography where he, had the fucking, like, razor blade in his mouth. So yes and no.
That's crazy.
For me, it's like, it's a yes or no thing. It's just depending on the match, like, whether or not, like, there was matches where, like, Chris Benoit, R.I.P., was bloodied as shit.
Why is it hilarious?
Because this asshole.
It's like, why is it hilarious?
Because he still won't let me use that picture for our podcast. I really wish that I had, like, an editor status on the page, on the Facebook page. I would have just posted it by now.
Right. But no, like, for me, though, when you straight up look at it, like, if you look at it like that, it's just kind of like, yes, those matches were brutal as shit, and, the more brutal the match, fuck yeah, I think that blood would have put a little bit of drama in it. Of course I do. But at the same time, because you're finding torch to a younger audience, you can still have a dramatic story without having all that blood.
Right.
I don't know. It doesn't affect me really at all. I actually like it when they legitimately bleed, because it kind of adds to it, because it's like it's a dangerous thing that's going on. It's real.
Well, really, the only reason that they got away from it is because, like, the last two matches that prominently featured blood in it, like, it almost killed the wrestlers.
Right.
Like, you had Cena almost dying against... No. Was it? No, it was Eddie Guerrero almost dying against JBL. And then Cena almost fucking died botching a blade attempt. Like,
it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. And, I mean, like, the scarring it leaves. Like, you look at people like Abdullah the Butcher and Devon, like, like, their foreheads look like hamburger.
trying to remember what's his Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes had the same thing going on.
Yeah, like actually R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but that's the thing. When we go into that, that brings up also like, you know, why so many wrestlers were so fucked up after they were done wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
You would contain to shit like that. Like the amount of blood they lost during that shit had probably had to do with fucking up how they thought about shit like that.
Right.
During that time. So I get why it's a safety precaution for the people they're fucking paying to entertain you.
Yeah, and I
100%.
I don't really see the correlation between storytelling and bleeding. In all honesty,
Like I said,
I mean, plus like we're like 11 years removed from like the last First Blood match when
Right.
WWE finally decided to like just pull the plug on bleeding in general.
Right.
So like now the only time you see wrestlers bleed is if it's accidental.
Right.
You know? And you know like
But
it's
that's
whatever at this point.
Punjabi prison match where Randy Orton's bleeding. That was an awesome thing to see because you could see that like this wasn't just fake. It was like that bamboo fucking hurts you.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it all depends. It all depends on the scenario. Where I will stand. It just all depends on the scenario that you're going to use.
Yeah. And really that's it for questions.
Okay, that's right. Well, this has been the episode of the Takedown Breakdown.
Where can people find you guys at?
Well, we have a Facebook page, we have a YouTube channel, all of that fun stuff, and it's at a link down below.
Do you have a personal Twitter?
I do not have personal Twitter.
I think
Louis, do you have one?
I think they need a Twitter. It's at geek_things on Twitter.
There you go.
We'll link that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one, but I don't use it.
Follow our friend John Dean at I am John Dean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta
again,
guys do that Twitter
I'm
shit.
gonna be talking to Kien to release a teaser for something that we're gonna be doing in the next couple months.
Ooh, you might like it, little kid. You're talking about horror. We'll talk later.
Your kid.
Yeah,
So yeah, be on the lookout for that in the next week.
Weeks.
And
Weeks.
let's do our final
Make it a
introductions.
couple years actually.
Let's do our introductions.
I am Kien Ibanez, the Asian sensation.
I'm Snide Ironstorm.
Damn,
Luna.
Fucking
I
wild.
remember.
And I am the OG pro wrestling murder victim, Nancy Argentino.
Natchy.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good day.